50 miles from Reed's campus on an apple farm near McMinnville.
Back in the 1970s, this is what I would call like a countercultural community. A lot of people lived here, kind of, Eastern philosophy, different political views. They kind of lived communally on this property.
The All-One Farm was owned by the uncle of Reed student Robert Friedland, who had befriended Jobs at Reed. Friedland had opened up the farm as a commune where he ran an organic cider business, and Jobs would stay here on the weekends to run operations in the apple orchard.
He tended these trees, he labored out here, he worked here. It was a really special place to him.
It wasn't all work. This Om chalk symbol remains in the old barn where retreats and meditation would take place. Meanwhile, Jobs would sleep in an area that would seem unlikely for a future tech titan.
This used to be a chicken coop back in the day, and when Steve Jobs was on the property, he kind of turned the chicken coop into a cabin. Interesting beginnings for sure.
Eventually, Jobs became disenchanted with life on the commune and returned home to California. But he would occasionally come back to the All-One Farm during a period when he and friend Steve Wozniak were in the process of creating a new computer company.
And one day, he was on a drive back with Steve Wozniak from this property, and they were talking about different names for their company, what they would name it. And Steve said, I like the name Apple. And it just kind of went from there.
According to Walter Isaacson's biography, the two had considered more tech-sounding names like Matrix or Executech. But as Jobs said, Apple was fun and not intimidating, and it took the edge off the word computer. Suffice to say, the name worked. 50 years later, the All-One Apple Farm is now up for sale. Nearly 400 acres, a huge home, even Steve Jobs' old chicken coop turned shed can be yours for a cool $5 million, which is 0.00001% of the now $3 trillion company that plucked its name from these tranquil Oregon orchards.